Hi people, how are you? Today I went out shopping and I got a lot of nice stuff for you guys. So I also got another style of Vimto and I got mango, and I told you last time that we do Vimtos or we do something called Sunquick. Today, my dears, we're gonna cook shrimps and rice again, like the one we did last week or the week before, which I told you was my granny's. But this time it's gonna be the real granny one, and the rice is gonna be with lentil, and the shrimps will be the same, basically cooked, but we will add coriander and green chilies to that. Okay. Before that, I have a very special message. We lived in Slovakia for 5 years. Out of those 5 years, 3 years were in a city in the east of Slovakia called Košice. I'm sure you never heard of it because we never did before we moved there. We made some friends there. We met Suzanka, and Suzanka now lives in Prague with Tomasko, and we're hoping to attend the wedding next summer. But the special message here is for Ellie. Ellie is celebrating today her first year, and she took her first steps yesterday. Happy birthday, sweetheart. And I wish you all the best from all my heart, and this was just the first one. A very, very, very special shout out for Martina and Stefan. Martina and Stefan are Ellie's parents, and they are Tammy's parents, and Tammy is Ellie's elder sister, who is now 5 years old. I was overwhelmed when Stefan told me that my cooking videos are Tammy's bedtime stories. She loved she loves salmon, so she was in love with what we did yesterday. And today we're doing shrimps, and they always eat a lot of seafood. So Tammy, this is your bedtime story. For Martina and Stefan, we miss you very, very much. Martina and Stefan were Košice for us. The movies, the concerts, the restaurants. Man, we even watched the Oscars together and we ordered in sushi. Good days. And hopefully, inshallah, they'll come back again. So, okay, going back to the food now. As for the Yemenis, what we're doing today, we're doing giddaz, jinga, or roz ma'dous. Okay, Aisha? And my iftar is in 2 hours time. So instead of yap, let's go cook. Yalla, faddalu. Did you like and tell your friends about me? No, yalla. But before we start cooking, let's make the Sunquick mango, which I showed you before. Okay, so we will make some now, and I think this will stay with me for the next 3, 4, 5 days maybe, or maybe even more if I make some of the other juices. I also have Iran and I have other mango juices. And as I told you, it's cold these days. I can easily leave it outside in the balcony. And if I need it to be colder, then I can use ice when I pour it, iftar time. Because now I cannot, in all cases, I cannot try it now because I'm fasting. So I don't know how strong or how weak it is now, if it needs more water, if it needs more juice. So we'll cover it. There you go. Now let's go and do some shrimps and rice with lentil. Here's the rice. Here's the lentil. We will start with, you see, the rice is 2/3 of the lentil. Okay, so we're gonna mix them together and then soak them with water. Like any rice you soak. Okay, well, by the time we arrange everything else, the onion and the garlic and the coriander and, you know, the whole thing and what have you, you can see some stuff already floating. So you just have to redo with everything else. And then clean the water and do this again. Now let's do the other stuff. As discussed before, I guess everything is set for the battle to begin. Here's the rice, as you can see, ready to be cooked. Cook. The coriander and the chilies, بنقلقله, and this Maggi is going to go in there. We have the peeled tomato. Here we have the onions and garlic. Now this is 800 grams of shrimps. I did first half of it, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna do the whole thing because I had a crazy idea, because I'm sure there will be remaining, and that remaining I will do something different for you, because these sauces and the yakhnis and the sawanin and all these things are always better the next day, either the next day or after you defreeze them. So we also, of course, have here the normal spices, the curcuma, the sea salt, the chilies, the shirka, the Arabic, the Yemeni, or the 7 spices, and we have the paprika, and of course we have the mango chilies. So now we clear up. Abracadabra. I switched on the oil, of course, here. So then the sound of the microwave and the Bluetooth does not interact with the transmission of onions and garlic are there. Rice is here. Maggi. Rice, water until the rice is covered. We reduce the heat to 4, for example, and we cover it. And now comes the let's take it up a bit until the heat settles down. We can squeeze these things here. Now remember what I told you last time? Most of the shrimps that you buy, the shrimps that I got today are from the Turks. And they were fresh when I arrived. So most of those shrimps, they're either cooked or minimum boiled. They're not completely raw. So remember, like I said last time, don't let them cook for a long time. Otherwise, they become chewy and they lose a bit of the taste. Okay, so this is here ready, and now we start with the. This is paprika. Shirka, chilies, curcuma, sea salt, mango chutney. Now the green chilies will go in because they need to cook. By the way, from the shafut time, man, these are hot. You know these things that Pavel says they burn in 3 places? Parko, I know. Let's see what happens here with the rice. So far everything is good, under control. We will leave everything to rest for about, 10-20 minutes, and then we'll come back again. Because I don't want to put the shrimps now where the rice is not almost there, okay? So I'll come back in a bit. عدنا والعود أحمد. We're back. I gave it a 10 minutes and it seems that everything's
getting to perfection. Here's the rice. The problem with the rice with lentil is if you're not careful, it can get I don't know what you call it in English. In Arabic we say يعتصد. It doesn't become so you know, like how the white rice is usually fluffy. It becomes more like one big piece, thick piece. So that's why it needs a lot of constant attention, and the water has to dry. So I think I'm gonna leave it open now. There you go. And it's time to do the shrimps now. By the way, I can smell the red chilies now. I hope I'm connecting at the right time, because while I did this and I was checking on the rice, my father called, bless his heart, from Abu Dhabi. Of course, they had their iftar and now they are in a chatty mood. So yeah, and the recording stopped because I'm recording the whole thing with my iPhone. And I hope I'm back on track where I left you. So there we go. Now comes the coriander. I am one person who is fan of coriander, by the way. I don't know why some people don't like it. I feel it gives a nice smell and taste to the food in general. So it is now 5 to 8 and iftar today is almost 8:40. I will leave everything to cook nicely and softly now. And after I break my fast and I pray, and then I will serve everything on the plate and then I will show you. So, see you in a bit. People! يا سيدي يا عيني ترى قال له صحة وهنا قال له يا ريتني كنت أنا. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to attack. Until I see you next time, take good care, and I have a lot of nice things for you coming on the way. Bye for now.